Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Melina Landrio, and I want to thank you all for sharing space with me today. I'm just going to jump into the message. I know it's been a little while. I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys are all doing well. I had a lot of weird dreams. Something about a phone and pictures on the particular phone, and the need to be deleted before the phone gets returned to somebody that gifted the phone in the first place. So a gifted phone, pictures on it that need to be deleted. Something about two complete strangers outside of my home as well. A dream about one was a fair-skinned woman, one was a darker-skinned woman. They were together. And something about pressure to keep coming back and wanting to come in, like trying to push their way into the home. But in the dream, I wouldn't permit them in. Also, somebody got their hair braided. There was this continuous conversation about braids as a protective hairstyle. And the fair-skinned woman who had the braids, I think, Erica could be her name. The name Erica came up into my awareness. And this is somebody with a K in their name, no C. Also, in my dream, these people acted like they knew me, but I didn't know them. So that could be significant as well. So people, complete strangers coming to your door, some weird conversation that you would have with friends, but you don't know these people. You don't know why they're having this conversation with you. And also with all of this conversation, I was made aware of somebody from my past. So that could be significant as well. This could be somebody in relation to this information in a timeline that could be 20 or 30 years old for some of you. So that could be very relevant, as well as the name Trisha could be relevant. And somebody also who's mixed race, could be mulatto, I think is the correct term for that. My apologies if it's not. I remember that being the term when I was much younger. Or the preferred term by my mulatto friends. Also, a mental health situation could also be significant as well. Because as I was thinking about this dream, I began to remember someone who I once knew who claimed to have a mental health issues, which, I believed them because it was very apparent that they were struggling. They also stole medication from my father. So for those of you who don't know, my father was diagnosed with schizophrenia when I was really young. And so all my life I grew up with a father who had a mental illness, or who suffered with mental illness and severe mental illness. And one of these, a person who befriended me, who, I allowed into my house, who needed somebody, actually stole medication from my dad. I had cut ties with this person since, over the years. And then throughout the last 20, 30 years, they periodically came in and out of my life, trying to come back in. So that could be significant as well. They also seemed somewhat fixated on me as well, to be in my life as well. So this could also be relevant for whomever this message is resonating. Because it's somebody who's fixated, somebody from your past, somebody who potentially stole something from you, something significant, and something to do with mental health is very significant. Back to the phone, this keeps really illuminating. I bought a phone in my dream, and these two women at my door in the dream wanted it. It was like there's some pressure to give it to somebody, they had to give it to somebody. So it was really prevalent, pressuring someone to give them their phone. But there was all these pictures on this particular phone that proved that I had it, and I had to delete the pictures on it or something of that nature. Something weird like that. Like somebody had a phone, you bought a phone, or somebody bought a phone, and these two women, these strangers at the door, came in wanting to take this phone from you. But because it was your phone, there was all these pictures on it, and you weren't going to give them this phone without removing your stuff from it. Something like that is very relevant here. It also reminds me of a phone that I gifted to an ex, and the experience of us, like as we as our relationship severed, led me to believe that this phone was being utilized inappropriately. And I remember after we officially broke, he was very arrogant and showcasing a lot of very disrespectful behavior towards me, very sneaky behavior, leading me to believe like that they have moved on, which was fine by me. But it was like this, I don't know, like a hook, line, and sinker to try to get me like this, to make people believe that I was obsessed or still interested in some way, shape, or form, which I wasn't. I was the one who was like, it's not going to work if we're not going to work together. I think we've been together long enough that we know that this is not going to work anymore, and I'm done wasting time here. Anyways, and they had like this fit about the way that I was experiencing this sever versus the way they were experiencing the sever. And because I purchased that phone for them and they were being so shady and rude to me, I decided that I was going to take the phone back. I wasn't going to continue to pay for their phone, and it was my phone. And I remember they got really like begged me to not take it. They were really like freaked out that I could take the phone from them because they knew it was my phone. And I stupidly let them have it, but they just went and erased whatever was on the phone. So there was something significant on the phone that they didn't want me to see. And it was very sneaky and untrustworthy nature that they were presenting, which just solidified my actions to sever completely and not try to move anywhere beyond that. Excuse me. Also, a family member or friend, but I think it's a family member, could be significant in regards to erasing that information. So aiding and abetting could be significant. Like, this is what's coming to mind when I'm being reminded of this experience that I had gone through. So some of you may have gone through a similar experience where maybe you bought a phone for somebody, or maybe someone took your phone or borrowed a phone of yours, and there was or maybe your partner has a phone and there's some shadiness going on, which is making you think that you need to look at it, and they refuse, and they erase it, and they get someone to help them erase it. Something like that could be significant for some of you. And also, again, aiding and abetting could be significant. Somebody, holding a front for somebody to make sure they don't get in trouble, but maybe not realizing the significance of what they were helping them with is relevant. Also, an ice storm could be relevant, or just a very stormy night could be relevant. And also, like when I got the ice storm, it just made me think like there's a slippery slope. There's something about a slippery slope coming. And 63388 could be significant. Now, when I go through my channels, I know that I usually write the ones that I post. So I mark the ones that I post and whatnot. I thought for sure I had done this one, but I didn't post. I didn't write posted on this. So I'm going to hope that I did not do this video already. I don't think I did. I think I just was reviewing the message. So the fact that I'm concerned that I may have done this already, or I'm forgetful, that I'm like reviewing the message and it's familiar, like this is also relevant to the message. So something shady with a couple of women, something about a phone, something about deleted messages, something about aiding and abetting. Also, I pulled some cards. I rolled some dice earlier, and I got the Aquarius in reverse card, which is could be somebody rebellious, it could be somebody detached, opinionated, and impatient, as well as the 11th house came up, and the 11th house is all about community. So what stands out is the groups, community activities, or community in general. Also society is coming out as well, and some sort of long-term goal in regards to the community and the Aquarius in reverse. Now we also have the Mars energy, and this also came out in reverse, and Mars is also signifying impatience. So the Aquarius being impatient, as well as the Mars energy being impatient. So this could be very, very significant. Aggressive, anger, power, and control is all relevant in regards to the Mars in reverse. So something to do with power and control. Then we also have the 3rd house that came out as well. And the 3rd house is all about communication. So some form of communication could be coming forward. And it's in the reverse as well. This communication card came out in reverse. So this could be some form of suppressed communication, or communication that has been suppressed, or is being suppressed, or has been suppressed and is being revealed. It's something to do with gossip, slandering. I get the sense that because there's also the individuality card that came up as well. So we have the individuality card, life path, or life path 1, life path 3. But in regards to this, the individuality is all about like your self-image, your appearance, your characteristics, you know, the way that what motivates you, the impressions that you leave on people. And with the 3rd house in reverse, both these cards in reverse, the communication of it is somebody's slandering you, somebody's painting a picture of you. But I also feel like there is, like, let's say this is a community and somebody is, you know, painting a picture of you that's not true. Okay. They're painting a picture of you to people who have known you, or have seen you, or have had some sort of interaction with you, and they're aware that you're not like this. So it's like this weird painted picture, this like weird analogy that somebody is, or multiple people are spreading or pressing out about you. But the reality is there's a significant amount of people who are hearing this, and they're like, there's no way. So it's kind of like that type of energy is going on. So that's going on with these two, with the 3rd house and the 1st house, as well as a card just fell out. I didn't even notice it, and it was the 8th house. And this is about transformation. So maybe you've changed a lot. Maybe a lot has changed over the years for you in regards to whatever the start of this community is, and the point where you're at right now. So it could be how long you've lived in a community. Maybe you're just moving to a new community. Maybe you're leaving a community. That could be very significant, or a club or a group, society of some sort, whatever that is. Like it could be a cult, I don't know. But this is essentially all about rebirth. It's all about death. It could be about inheritance as well. And hidden knowledge is very significant. So that's all very relevant. Now, so that's what I got with the dice. And bear with me. I'm just going to pause for a sec. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I have had some allergies or cold or something this past couple weeks, and I had to pause. So I'm back. So with that said, let's get into this message. I am being guided to utilize my ethereal cards. And these are usually, I don't know, I don't like to say classify it, but there's usually a darker tone to these cards. So I'm just going to ask the cards what's going on with these two strangers. These trying to make me believe that I know these strangers and these dreams. What's going on with old people coming back, mental health issues. What is happening here in regards to this channel? These dreams, please and thank you. This Aquarius in the reverse. This community. this angry, impatient, aggressive, power and control type energy. Oh, interesting. In my deck, I didn't notice this, but there was a card that was already flipped up. I just shuffled these cards, so I know that that card wasn't like that. So the Ten of Swords is relevant right off the bat. So, that's kind of interesting energy. So somebody's wishing definitely the worst is what's that giving. It's like, duh, it's obvious what we're trying to do here. We're trying to Ten of Swords you, motherfucker. Something like that. I don't talk like that either. Well, I can have fun sometimes and be silly like that, but that's that was an expression that I felt was relevant to this channel, so that might resonate with some of you the way I just said that. What is influencing this, please? What is this? Death. Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles fell out. More? Oh, too many cards at once. Yeah, we've all had a little sniffle. Well, not all of us. Some of us have had a little sniffle over the last little while. Looks like I have to move this camera 1 minute. And I'm guessing it's allergies because I usually get allergies this time of year. But then it got cold and they sort of stopped. So I'm happy about that. And I'm hoping that that's what it was. But I just had the Strength card fall in reverse on the floor. So we have a major arcana here. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Nine of Pentacles influence with the Strength card in reverse. Let's pull the rest here and get into the details. So we have a King of Wands and High Priestess that just laid out. They came out together. Past and recent past energies. And we just had the Empress and the Eight of Swords end up in reverse here together for the future. Five of Cups. So somebody's salty. The World. And the Page of Pentacles is in the Emotions, reversed. And this ends in the Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. Okay, so let me just find some space here on my table to lay these out. Bottom of the deck is Five of Wands. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My phone just paused for whatever reason. So looking at the cards, we got the Ten of Swords, and we got the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Strength card in reverse as the goal destiny. So we'll start with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Ten of Swords, this is the mental issue, I believe. This is somebody who's losing their mind over what's going on with you. So you could be somebody who's coming into a lot of luck, or you have come into luck, or you will be coming into a lot of luck. You got something good going for you right now, or about to. Maybe something that you've been building for a little while is starting to commence into something more fruitful. It's like this fated gift that's coming in towards you, because the Nine of Pentacles feels very fated. And then this is concerning material growth. So fated in the way that it's going to benefit you in regards to something that you've been constructing, something that you've been placing together, is what this feels like. And you have somebody who is like losing their mind over this for you. It's like too much energy for them to even comprehend that this could be a possibility for anybody but themselves. This is somebody who's very egoic. This is uncontrolled, destructive energy. It feels very chaotic. It feels like all over the place. And earlier, when I was going over the dice, I believe it was, let me look back here. I believe it was the community. So the 11th house came up, which is community. That could be about groups. That could be about societies. Societies illuminated a little bit in the beginning of this, and in what I was reading with the people coming door to door requesting and trying to like make you believe that you know them. So somebody coming back from the past as well, trying to put on a facade in front of you. Something like that is going on. This is kind of screaming illusions, projections, in regards to that energy. And with is it the Ten of Swords? Yeah. With the Ten of Swords, there's this destructive, chaotic energy, and it feels like this is energy that's kind of being thrown your way. So, you know, you may have found, if you've got children like me, emotionally sensitive, or just sensitive to the environment, not meaning sensitive, you know, people who are emotionally stable tend to feel their emotions, and they're able to express them in all dynamics of what they experience. And a lot of people in our society have difficulty with people who are able to cry freely, or to express anger, or to express some sort of authentic emotional reaction. And so what I'm talking about is somebody who is able to do that. So you might have had an expressive household. Maybe you have felt expressive. Maybe the people in your surroundings have seemed very expressive. I feel like this is more pertaining to to you and your environment, your personal environment. So place that however it fits. Regardless, there's this uncontrollable, destructive energy that was rolling in, because somebody is very upset about something that is going to be happening to you. This could also be relating to an inheritance. Some sort of past situation is a message coming around that's been hidden. So that's also very relevant for some of you. So place that where it fits. Now, the goal and the destiny of this Ten of Swords was to create you to not be strong, right? It's to create some sort of difficulty for you so that you could not apprehend this fated gift. You cannot hone it in and bring in this material stability that is owed to you, is what it feels like. And we have this strength in reverse, which is could be something dangerous occurring, some sort of injury. It could be it kind of gives low vibrational culty vibes. So it could even be like, this card sometimes can signify like sex magic, or some sort of disturbing kind of low vibing projection energy that's done in bad taste. So that's significant as well. So somebody could be actually utilizing magic or spell casting to create some sort of discord, to reverse your strength, to create some form of power disruption, I guess, in their mind, because they're losing it, right? They're losing their mind. They think that by doing this, it'll just stop what's fated for you. I mean, this is something that's fated to happen, and somebody thinks they can stop it. And they've definitely been trying for who knows how long. Now we have the Knight of Wands. This came in hot right underneath the Ten of Swords. This is the person from your past. Place it where it fits, male or female, a King of Wands energy. And this also came out with the High Priestess. So I feel like they came out together for a reason. It's expressing two sides of a story. So we have the King of Wands, who represents a leader, represents a mature man. Place it where it fits. It could be a woman as well. It's an energy component, right? Whether you're masculine or feminine energy is what you're experiencing. So if this is resonating with you, then you could place that where it fits. So a leader, a mature man, they're very pissed off. This is the pissed off energy. This is like, this can't be happening to me. What the fuck, right? This is somebody who's explosive. They're impatient. They're checking in to see if something is working with that reverse strength card, the lust energy coming in. They're not going to have whatever is coming forward for you. So you are somebody who is likely a high priestess. You have really good intuition. You've likely had it since you were a child. You were born this way. This is not something that just happens. You're cured for this. This is who you are. You have a strong inner voice. You may get visions. These were all vivid dreams that I was having in regards to this particular message. You're somebody who has this force within you that you understand is within you, and it is otherworldly, as well as you're very strong and wise. You've likely been through a lot. You've cultivated a lot of wisdom over the years because of things that you've experienced, and somebody is going toe to toe with you. And I feel like it's like an invisible fight. Like, I feel like you're just doing your own thing. You're sitting there, you're waiting for this fated gift. You're cultivating whatever it is that you're trying to cultivate. You're moving forward quietly and nonchalantly, just trying to enjoy your life, dealing with a little bit of hibbity-bibbity with the negative, chaotic destruction energy that hits you every once in a while and causes some fights or spats to happen in your environment, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So that's something that I feel is definitely very significant for whomever this message is resonating with. So yeah, you have somebody who could be a leader, somebody in a community, a leader of a community, because community card did come out, a leader of a society, a culty type vibe society. Culty vibes are very significant, especially with the strength card in reverse. Sex magic, low vibing energy is what's coming up for that. So that's in the past, and the recent past. And you're the high priestess who's cultivating this Nine of Pentacles energy. Now, future energy, we have an Eight of Swords and an Empress that came out reverse. Now, the Empress, this could be involving the bad taste energy as well, as it is right underneath the strength card in reverse card. It hit that card. So with the Eight of Swords, it's like this person has you can't reason with this person. It's out the window. There's no way they're having it. They're not seeing what is the reality of a circumstance, okay? And they're in their feelings. They're feeling very conflicted. They're bound to others as well. There's some sort of an attachment, I think, to the King of Wands that's come up. There's some sort of significance between the two, as they both seem to be the same energy. So this could be two people that work together against you. And because they're separated, I don't feel like they live in the same space. So one lives in one area and one lives in another. This could be different parts of the world. This could be different parts of the city. This could be different houses. Regardless, it's a team effort that's going on here. And with the Empress in reverse, this could be significant to poor health. So there could be some sort of STI going on here, some sort of situation regarding poor health, poor sexual health, perhaps, with the lust card, strength card in reverse being above it. And this is somebody who is not willing to change their perspective. They believe that they're in the right, and this could be a man or a woman, so place the how it fits, but this is an Empress in reverse energy. So this is somebody who's having little temper tantrums. They believe that they're the one who's supposed to be in a certain viewpoint, and they're not getting their way, and somebody else is kind of overshadowing their viewpoint, and it's being illuminated by this Knight of Wands, and there's some sort of cahoots going on in between the two of them. So some very conflicted, salty energy, and some sort of attachments are bound because of this communication between the two. So that might resonate for somebody here as well, or might, excuse me, reference an understanding in your dynamic, perhaps. So that's the future energy here. Somebody is salty, somebody who's just not coming to understanding with all that has occurred, and they're definitely in their feelings, and this could become something that becomes a bit dangerous. Some sort of infatuation could be happening here as well, because there's this infatuation standpoint of when Spirit showed me to like remind me of my past, of people that were kind of fixated in my life who kept trying to come back in, that although I cut ties with, they just kept trying to paint a picture that wasn't realistically what was going on. And just this like maybe you're somebody who can just cut off ties very quickly and move forward, and not everybody is able to do that. Not everybody can accept that. It's kind of like when you delete people off of these social media platforms, people that you don't really know, that you just might graze every once in a while, and they take it really personally, like you're never going to see them again. Like this whole discord that I had with my family is coming up because I am estranged from my family. What's interesting about that is because they know where I live, and because they understand, they know my phone number, I decided to completely block them off social media, because I felt if they wanted to speak with me, they wanted to apologize, they wanted to come clean with what actually happened, they know where I am, and there's been no reach out, no nothing. So my phone just darkened for whatever reason, so I'm not sure, it might cut off. Maybe it already did. I don't think it did. My phone's doing weird things today. Anywho, that's significant for somebody here, somebody salty, somebody from your past, somebody that you cut off, and they're kind of dangerously obsessing perhaps over you in regards to something going on in their health or their sexual health, perhaps in regards to some sort of association they have with the King of Wands. Could be a leader in a community or a society of some sort. Now, in the current energy and in the environment, we have a Five of Cups. So there's a lot of salty energy here being expressed because of this scenario that's happening right now. And this can be past, present, future. This may have happened, is about to happen, or is happening right now. So you guys can place it how it fits. This is a timeless energy that's coming through, okay? So we have the Five of Cups and we have the World. The Five of Cups is disappointment, it's saltiness, it's not really understanding a dynamic that's happening. And I believe this is landing underneath the King of Wands, which is somebody who is also having discord mentally. They're not able to comprehend what's going on, or they're not taking it well with what's happening. So it's like they're losing their mind because it's just too much energy coming in. But this could also be the residual, because there's also this kind of like, you put out negative energy towards somebody, like let's say death magic or something. Somebody puts out death magic towards somebody. That's something I have experienced. Somebody has thrown death magic at me, and you don't die, something doesn't happen, whatever it is that they're wishing for you to destroy with the Ten of Swords at the beginning of this. That could be death magic as well. And then it's like they continuously do the same thing over and over and over again. This is something that has come up multiple times throughout the past couple of years. It's like they keep doing the same thing over and over again, but it's not happening. Whatever they want for you is not happening. And it's like they don't realize that this energy that they're hyper fixated on sending to you has to go somewhere. Like, do they not realize this could come back on them? And this here, the Five of Cups, salty energy with the World, is kind of showing me this. There's this like there's like a transformational crisis happening here. There is a very painful awareness for this King of Wands, who is out of their mind in regards to the magnitude of the situation. The situation being you getting what is owed, right? You getting something that is owed to you, that's been fated to happen. It's fated to happen. You are supposed to come into material gain. You are supposed to be doing something. You've been cultivating it. You've been creating it. Maybe you have created it and something happened where maybe death magic sort of worked and it went downhill a little bit, and now you're picking the pieces back up, and what's fated to happen is coming back around because you're meant to do this. And somebody didn't want that for you. They just wanted it for themselves. So you could be kind of like in this tug of war fight with somebody who thinks that they're of relevance in your life, and they're not. They think they're doing the same thing as you, but they're not. And they're competing with you hardcore, but you're not competing. It's like you can't compete where you don't compare comes to mind. And the fact that you have the World card in the environment, this is like you're like trying to joyfully live your life around all this destructive, chaotic energy that's being thrown at you. You are moving forward. You are in the right place at the right time. You have things like every door is opening for you. You have things happening for you in your environment, and these people are really salty. This Empress in reverse, this King of Wands is really salty. This potential community, society, this Aquarius in reverse is salty. And this is about your transformation. And this is also a transformational crisis for this King of Wands. So somebody is like, it's like doors are closing for somebody, but opening for another, the other being you and your circumstance. It's like you've had enough doors close on you because of all the bullshit people were throwing at you, that now it's time for you to get what's yours. And it's very prevalent in the energy that, like with the World card, it's like what you reap, you sow, and you've put out good seeds, you've put out good energy, and your motives are good. They're very clear. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. You have perhaps a mission. You have something that is really driving your heart space in whatever it is that you're doing. And because it's coming from a good place, you're supported fully by the universe. And that's what this is kind of telling me. And people just can't wrap their mind around this, and they're hyperfixating on you trying to do something that makes you happy in your life. It's like weird hyperfixated people, you know? I'm also like seeing this woman. We're driving a little while ago and I'm just talking with my partner. We're driving, kids are at school. We're just having some fun, going out and doing some errands. And we're laughing at something, or I don't know, something's going on. We're in a good mood that day. Something's going on good. And, you know, you're parked at a red light and you sit there and, you know, there's a lull in the conversation. You might look around, roll your window down or whatever. I look out my window and I shit you not, there's a woman, hands on her steering wheel, looking at me through her window. And I'm looking at her like, oh, hey. Like, miserable lady, no clue who she is, giving me this death stare. So you might have people giving you the death stare. You might have a lot of people involved in a circumstance that are, for whatever reason, really pissed at who you are and what you're here to do. For no reason at all. Like, you don't know these people, but they know you. And that's culty, that's community, that's some sort of, that's why this is significant. That's why Spirit's showing me that particular woman. Because lots of weird things, like you might be noticing people like doing weird things, like you're really rubbing, your presence is really making someone's demons rise up out of them. Like you might experience someone hissing at you. I have. You know, you might go out in public and just have somebody do some random shit to you and you're like, what? Like, who are you? I'm sorry, what? I'm busy here in my little happy bubble trying to get my life going, and who the fuck are you? Something like that's going on in this energy. So if this is resonating with you, you might be experiencing this type of stuff as well. It's kind of funny. Anywho, it's really bizarre to experience that too. Anywho, moving on. In their emotions, we have a Page of Pentacles. And this is somebody who is very unrealistic, and they're very unpractical. Their needs are not being met. They are they're lacking some sort of follow through. Like they can't stay focused on something, and they're getting tripped up by this lack of focus. And I feel like this is something, because this is underneath the bad taste and energy, the low density culty vibes, underneath the reverse Empress as well. This could be what they were hoping for you, that you would procrastinate, that you would be lazy, that you would be not interested in whatever it is that you were doing. So I feel like there's a lot of magic or some sort of energy rippling out to try to really contain you, like jar spells or freezer spells or some sort of something to contain you. And they're in their emotions, because I feel like it's reversed back to them now. They're the ones being contained. They're the ones, everything that they wished for you is actually happening to them now, whomever was involved in that. That's significant as well. And this leaves us with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. And the Ace of Swords is all about the truth. The Ace of Swords is like, this is very much a clean slate. Like whatever's happening here for you, it's fated. There's no like going against it. It's happening. And that's the truth of it. It's very clear. You cannot deny it. There's no denial of it. There's been too much that has occurred to deny it, to be able to deny it. It's undeniable. Whatever it is that you're doing, okay? It's undeniable. And that's the truth. And with the Three of Wands, this is all about virtue. This is like the flame of power. Like you're being pumped up and held by spirit. You're being supported by the ancestors. You're moving through no matter what, because this is your destiny. This is someone who's faithful to work. You're very faithful in your service to God. You're very faithful in your service to your family. You're faithful in your service to whatever it is that you're creating. You're faithful in the way that you walk. Your heart is in the upright, and it's very clear because of this Three of Wands energy. This is a flame of development that's coming in. And this is something to do with life force. This is something to do with this material growth that's coming. And all these people, these strange people, these people that might be hissing at you or giving you dirty looks from from their car, from wherever. People showing up at your house just thinking that you owe them something. People trying to take something from you or convince you to give them something. This could be contractual agreements in the spirit. Like this is people like just really trying hardcore to get you to give up whatever this is that you're doing. And it's not happening. And they're salty. And good for them. Good for you. Good. They're salty. They deserve it. Jerks. Like, come on now. Get your own life. Focus on your own shit. Like, do people not realize we're all here for purpose? Like, we all have something to give. Why are people so hyper fixated on focusing on somebody else's blessing, somebody else's beauty, somebody else's fruitfulness? Like, why do people care? Why do people care? And what blows my mind is oftentimes these people have everything that they could possibly want, and they're so fucking greedy, they just want more. That's the end of the reading, guys. Congratulations to you. I hope you get what's yours. It's coming in. It's fated to happen. And that's the end of this reading. So until next time, guys, take care. See you soon.